What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, it's those damn red flags, right? The top 10. We all got them. Let's not bullshit. Men and women, and of course, they are the worst of the worst. They're what push the opposite sex away. And half the time we don't know what the fuck we're doing them, right? We don't even know we're doing them. And you're like, what's going on? He was texting me so much. He really liked me. We had great conversations over all these texts. He's pulling away. What am I doing wrong? Well, girls, I'm about to tell you right now. Well, what you doing wrong? Okay, yo, I bet you all want to see me with my hair down, don't you? Yeah, it's greasy, so I can't show you right now. It's really nasty. I'll deal with that, man. I just don't like I like my hair above I like my hair like higher up. I don't know. A lot of people like it. The guys like it down over here. I ain't about that life. Come on, man. I have a weird shaped head, so I gotta have some figure up there going on. But before we get started, obviously, let's go through this routine, right? If you can, please subscribe. Just click the red button below. I will love you forever. And if you want my free ebook, 254 pages, absolutely free, sorry. That's down in the description, along with a session, email or phone with yours truly, to help you get over your situations, to help get rid of these 10 red flags I'm about to talk about, okay? So jumping right into them, they are not really in order, okay? It obviously depends on your situation, depending on your man, depending on which ones you're actually doing, okay? Because sometimes it just takes one. Sometimes a guy really likes you and it takes all 10. He's like, damn, woman, like, give me something to work with, okay? 10 red flags, really? 10? And he pulls away. However, I am going to say this first one is the most important because the other 10 or other 9, let's get some math going here. The other 9 are going to be based off number 1. So you probably know number 1, and that would be your lack of confidence. Ladies, let me tell you something, man. I think it's so important that I should make a damn video or a whole session or program or book or something on it. Confidence is everything, and it's not just the aura or the body language or the actions that you give off. It's literally everything, because these other, like I just said, these other 9 things are coming from it. These other 9 things you do are coming from it, okay? So you have to have the confidence to win a guy over long term. If you don't, these things will surface. Seriously, when something happens, these insecurities will magnify 100-fold, and you have to have the confidence and strong mindset to suppress them and realize, hey, chill on the fucking shit. I know this guy likes me. Look at me. Look at this figure. Look at this tan. Look at these nails. Whatever. Whatever you girls are doing, right? Your personality, your strength, your career, whatever it is, you have to have the confidence and the backbone to truly believe that you are worthy. And again, it's not that worthy aura. It's the fact that the other 9 things will come about if you don't have the confidence. Now, of course, you can say, well, that's easier said than done, to have all this confidence. How do you get it? Confidence, I said this before, confidence isn't so much a thing that you grasp, it's an action in the moment, right? If you're afraid of walking over to that guy, then you're lacking confidence in that moment. However, if you choose, you know what? F it, I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk over to him because I deserve to, it's my right, it's my birthright, I'm a woman, I'm the one who has to take care of the kid, the family, all that shit. If something happens, I'm going to walk over there and talk to him, right? If you're afraid of public speaking and getting in front of people, guess what? If you choose to do it, then you have confidence in that moment. It is a choice in the moment. So that's number 1. Number 2, I would say, is neediness. Now, neediness is different than number 3, clinginess. Neediness, I would say, is more of it's an aura, right? Like, you could just tell when a girl feels need. Think of it like that. One's mental, one's physical. Clingy is obviously clingy when you're all over the person, and the guy needs his space. He's like, babe, you're beautiful. I love the love making. You're fun to be around. You're softer than I'll ever be, but I need my damn space, okay? And neediness is more of an aura. It's more of a mental state, a feeling, and a guy can just tell when a girl is overall needy. So that there is a difference between them, but one's mental, one I would say is more physical. So number 4, I would say, is seeking validation. when you seek validation, you do, I talk about it again in my videos, you know, I repeat myself a lot because foundations are everything, right? You need to understand the foundation. But when you do have a validation seeking, you know, kind of mindset, you are going to be creating a hierarchy. And when you do this, you are going to give a guy a lot of power, and you don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want all that power, girl. I really don't want all that power, because when a guy does get that power, you're wondering why he's doing the things he's doing and why he's taking advantage of you and why you become a doormat or why he's pulling away, because he doesn't care, because he knows when you're seeking validation, there's a reason for it. Again, you're lacking confidence. You're not scarce. No guys are chasing you. Where's your value? You need that. You need that to feed your confidence. Just like men need to feed their egos, you need it to feed, you know, your feelings, your emotions, your self-esteem, fill a void, whatever it is. Okay, so it does create a hierarchy when you are seeking validation. Now, the next one I would say is seeking approval. Again, there is a difference. Yes, they both do create this, but approval, I would say, is more of the mindset kind of thing. Like, when you're trying to seek approval, it makes a guy think you're weak, that you can't do anything on your own, that you're lacking common sense. And those are very unattractive traits, because a guy from an evolutionary standpoint wants a woman who has those things, because, you know, again, from an evolutionary standpoint, back then, you know, a guy likes a woman who is able to help raise and add value, raise a child, family, and add value to the overall team that they have. And when you don't have those things, you know, that's kind of how it's coming off. Now, of course, he doesn't think this. He doesn't think, well, this girl can't raise my kid. No, but it is in the lizard brain. It is deep in the subconscious, and his body does act and react to it, okay? So it is important not to seek approval. Do not seek his approval. You should have the confidence to do your own thing and do whatever you want to do, and then when you're with him, have your time with him, okay? Don't seek his approval for anything. Just do you. Actually, he should be taking lead on a lot of things in the masculine energy, but you shouldn't be asking him all these questions about, so where are, you know, again, it's very unattractive to a guy. So when you ask a guy, so what are we? So, you know, we had sex, are we boyfriend, girlfriend, or where's this going? Or I want a relationship, I want you know, it's like, hey, you know, or am I pretty? What do you think of this? Or what, you know, when you were talking to that other girl, what did it mean? Or, oh, that text, or why don't you text me as much? Back up, girl. Give the guy some space. It's not attractive, okay? So you need to lower the approval-seeking mindset. The next one I would say, number 6, is emotional dependency. I made a video on this. One of the reasons guys don't open up is because of your emotional dependency on him. It's like you're trying to fill a void. And, you know, if he feels like he's the source of your happiness, he's going to pull away, because that's a lot of responsibility for a lot of men. And we feel like, well, if you're obviously feeling that, then you are going to be the other things I said, the needy, the clingy, the seeking validation, approval, all those kind of things. So when you have that emotional dependency on him, he's going to be closed off. He's not going to open up, because he's not going to want to say or do anything to give you any, I don't know, any more. It's like one of those things. If you take a foot, you know, she takes a foot, or if you give her a goddamn foot, she'll take a mile. God, you know, I had to get that off of my head. And that's kind of how it will go, and that's kind of how he feels. So he needs a space. He doesn't want to open up and tell you all these things, because you will take it for granted, or not take it for granted, but you will take it all and you will use it against him later on, and you will probably act more insecure. He's basically feeding the fire. You will act more insecure, more needy, more clingy, and he does not want that. He does not want that. So that's why a lot of men do not open up, okay? So number 7 would be excessive jealousy. There's nothing wrong with a little, did you guys hear that plane? There's nothing wrong with a little jealousy, okay? A little jealousy is nice. A little jealousy is cute. A little jealousy just means you care. However, when it's excessive and you start, again, questioning things, it's what the man associates with it. When you're usually jealous, you're lacking the confidence. You're comparing yourself to another woman, which means your value is lowered. Because a guy thinks, well, why is she jealous? Like, obviously I like her, I'm showing her this, I'm showing her that. Or maybe he's not, but it was just say hypothetically, you know, he's a decent guy. And she's like, why is she acting like this? And the things that come with it are the drama, all the talking, all the texting, the suppression. Like she's jealous. I can't go out, I can't talk to any other girl, I can't have girlfriends, I can't girls that are friends, sorry, Freudian slip. I'm just kidding. Just all these kind of things. And the guy feels, if you're jealous, there's a reason for it, and he's not about that life. He has to suppress, or he feels suppressed. He wants his freedom. He wants to get out, okay? So don't act over jealousy. Jealousy is one of those things that comes with, it's all about how you set it up, right? If you want to talk about you being jealous and things he's doing, it's how you set it up. It's all the beforehand kind of things. Like if you're a confident woman who's happy, fun, you guys have a good relationship, or your body language is strong and you're just fun, loving, all those kind of things, and then you bring it up, it's going to be much different. Again, it's framing. It's going to be much different than if you were a clingy, needy girl and you're trying to seek his validation, his approval, and then you bring it up. He's going to, he's going to be like, no. Like, it's just going to add fuel to the fire, okay? So you have to set yourself up for, I spit everywhere there. Did y'all see that? I just spit everywhere there. So you have to set yourself up first and then talk about the jealousy. It makes all the difference. Number 8 would be, you won't let him go out with the guys. Again, guys need their space. He wants his time over here with his men. He wants his time over here with his girl, you. And both are usually an escape. Think of it as guys are all about the escape. And it's a natural thing. So when he's pulling away, chill. Let him pull away. He hangs out with you. He gives you the provider and satisfier kind of things. He loves you. He does his thing. He pulls away and he has to hang out with those guys. And again, he gets too much of this. There's too much testosterone. There's too much competition. There's aggression. There will be drama eventually. He has to get away from his guys and feel loved, feel nurtured. Because he's not going to feel loved with them. I mean, you might have that bromance, but he's not going to get the same kind of love and nurturing he's going to get from you. You have to have that balance. So when a guy wants to go talk to his boys, let him. If you don't, again, you're suppressing him. He wants his freedom. He's going to try to get away, and it's only going to cause more tension and more drama. Next, for the love of God, I would say this is my number 2 after confidence, the over texting. You will always lose a guy if you over text. Always. Too much texting is a buzzkill. He loses his attraction. It feels obligated. It feels like a chore. It gets boring. It's just not the same thing as meeting in person and having that type of physical rapport, that physical, connection, that physical chemistry, all those. I don't think you can have physical chemistry, but you know what I mean. It's just tenfold when you're in person. Texting gets boring. Stop focusing on the quantity of texts and focus on the quality. Keep them short, keep them simple, and work your way, again, game plan, right? You have to have that game plan, girl. Work that game plan towards seeing him in person and then win him over in person. That's how you do it. Simple as that, okay? If you do more than that, you're going to lose him. I promise you. Every single person who is a client of mine every single one has, besides, well, I take that back. See, I'm overemphasizing there. Besides maybe 2 or 3 have over text. And out of 2 of them, or out of the 3 of them, 2 of them are actually doing everything right. One of them actually just came to me because she's like, you know what? She's confidence. I loved it. She came to me. She's like, hey, I'm doing everything right. And I want to keep it that way. How do I do that? Loved her, right? Loved her. Simple woman who actually does everything I told her to do. And you see the success that's happening with her. And finally, number 10, okay? Number 10 is the feminine energy. You have to be in your feminine energy. Now, of course, you are both you're both masculine. You have masculine and feminine traits, of course, but you have to be in one of you have to be in a feminine, one have to be in a masculine. Most likely, though, a woman's going to be in her feminine, and a man's going to be in his masculine. And his job is to provide and satisfy for you, and your job is to thank him, and it completes a circle. A lot of women, or a lot of people, think that men are better. Masculine means strong, feminine means weak. That's not how it is, and that's not how it works. One is not better than the other. They complement each other, okay? And they flow naturally when you have them together. I would say the woman's actually higher than the guy, because the guy needs the woman for a lot of things, especially in modern days. But for the most part, I would say that his job is to satisfy you. And if you want to keep it going, you just feel the fire, okay? Then it completes that circle. However, you're both masculine, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of arguing. If you're both feminine, it's too soft, doesn't go anywhere, there's not enough escalation. Ladies, you need to be in your feminine, okay? It's a red flag when you're not. With that being said, okay, please, for the love of God, limit your red flags. Please, for the love of God, just limit them. Don't let them surface, because the only reason guys pull away is for the red flags. No other reason, unless there's competition, there's another woman involved. But again, usually it's because when another woman comes in, you start showing these red flags. Okay, so chill, have fun, hang out, do your thing, and things react accordingly. Okay, so with that being said, I love you ladies. Take care. Peace.